Yes, sir?
Please let me in. It's urgent.
You can't just turn up like this. What will I tell sir and madam?
Fear not, I'm here for Rasputin.
I can sense he's in a drawing room.
Am I bothering you?
Not at all. I've just got a few people together who I can assist with their spiritual purification. Have you come to get our friend?
Who's crying like that?
A sinner, Victor. Bemoaning his poor choices and the temptations he succumbed to. I didn't invite you this time. I know you're in a hurry.
Yes, I'll get her out of here.
Watch out for yourself, too.
Thank you. I hope that you've had a hospitable stay.
You have unsettling friends, truly. The Nadarzyńskis are reserved and boring, unlike that Grigory.
What do you think of him?
I don't. I'd like to leave this place now, if possible.
We'd better get a move on.
Finally, don't forget my luggage.
How many dresses and pairs of stockings do you need?
As many as I'd like. I have some very profitable secrets in that chest.
Blackmail?
Insurance. Correspondence with various people who aren't entirely aware that I didn't burn their letters.
Do I understand that this time around, I'll be lugging the chest myself?
Hurry up.
Look around, this ain't a museum. Head down. That building in front of you. The entrance is around the corner.
You pick some very interesting people to work with.
What's that?
From now on, that's your problem. Entrance around the corner, right? The gentlemen of the gendarmerie like to have fun.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Did you want a pumpkin carriage and some glass slippers, senora? Smuggling ain't as romantico as that.
Javier, yes? I've outgrown fairy tales. I'm here to make a deal.
I left that fucking chest by the door. I could barely lug it. Big as a whale's trujas. We gonna do something or just stand here and stare?
The police at the entrance have me a little concerned. Did something happen we should worry about?
Esos pinches pendejos can't keep their hands to themselves.
Someone fucking filched a weapons transport and now the police are shitting themselves. They're looking high and low, even under hookers' skirts.
Somos profesionales.
We'll keep out of sight, and it'll be gone skeet.
So what's the plan? What are we doing?
You'll get papers, Austrian ones. Almost authentic, but don't go flashing them left and right.
Then it's off to the pier and onto a boat out of the city. Then a steamship upriver.
In Krakow, a transfer to a Vienna-bound train. He'll be there in a few days.
Sí, bueno. As soon as we agree on the money.
Your turn. Tell the gentleman about the compensation.
You'll get my whole fortune. The appropriate paperwork will be yours as soon as I leave Warsaw.
Toda? All of it? Meaning how much?
Enough, so you won't have to lift a finger for the rest of your life.
What about the travel chest? Do we have to bring that?
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm paying you for.
So, all right. Vamos?
If this is going to work, then we need to get going.
Ariel, you go to the puerto and call the little captain. La señora will get changed, and we'll follow after you. Victor will come too. He'll see if anyone's following us.
Что? I'll do what?
What you paid for. Vaya con Dios, my friend.
Agitenar, Scheifele.
You damn wife fucker. You've ruined my life.
Your chica did what she wanted. Victor, tell him I'm right.
Two of you? I'll fuck you both up.
I'm going to get killed because someone disrespected the sanctity of marriage. Shit. Have you ever considered celibacy? Your business would go better.
But what kind of life would that be, Senora?
But the boat can't hold that!
There's no choice.
If God wills it, a broom can shoot. Load it up.
Vámonos. There's no time.
I need another word with Victor.
Senora,
Time to pay up.
Time's running out. I need the knowledge you promised me.
What are you guys lagging around for? Hurry up!
Your father moved in the circles of people who shared his views, who would like to see Poland back on the map. Do you understand what I mean? He was a patriot.
My father and the revolutionaries? There's no way that could be right.
I beg you. Whatever he was planning, it was certainly more subtle and effective than planting bombs in restaurants. I never met them. He called them his coterie. They were old friends of his. He secretly dreamed of creating a force that would give true hope to the Polish people, one that might tilt the scales in favor of the independence fighters.
Loca, quickly!
He believed he didn't need a great army, just a handful of daredevils with extraordinary abilities.
You getting in the boat or not?
I need to go. Your father was a wonderful man, Victor. And you remind me of him a great deal. Thank you for everything.
Wait! Who are these people? How can I find them?
I don't know. They hide in the shadows. Good luck. I trust that you'll find your grimoire, Viktor Szulski. Adieu.
Keep an eye on those bequeathal papers. If there's a problem with payment, we'll reach out to you.
Why are you so distrustful?
When a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Amigos.
Victor!
You think they're dead?
They had no chance. Clad in clay and the fury of the sons of Israel will arise to crush their enemies. Get out of here. Golems follow blood. The farther away you are, the better.
I don't believe it. Salutus can't physically manifest.
Tell it to Javier. Look at this guy teaching Kabbalah to a Jew. That was a golem, you schmuck. And it will pursue them until their blood is lost in the abysses of Sheol. You understand?
What am I supposed to do to get rid of him?
The golem is gonna look for you until he kills you. And all of those of your blood. That is, unless you can figure out why he was sent after you. You must have really gotten under somebody's skin.
I haven't done anything to anyone.
That means someone of your blood did it. Do you hear me? Ask your blood. Get lost. You're not exactly my favorite person right now.
I guess there's nothing for me here.
Was that the sound of a fuck-up? Shouldn't we check it out?
Like hell we should. They don't pay me enough for that.
Gentlemen, I have to get out of the port. It's urgent.
What's a good citizen like you in such a hurry for? Papers.
I thought I wouldn't have to resort to this, but since you insist.
Of course, sir. We are sorry. Go right ahead.
Don't even think of reaching for your magic book. Vanya's pistol has a very sensitive trigger.
The second he moves, I'll blow his brains out, Chief.
Chief!
Let's do our best not to have Vanya shoot you in the head. All right? All you have to do is tell us where Svetlana Petrovna is.
There must be some mistake, Chief.
The mistake was beating up my brother.
You did seriously rough up my men at Rumyantseva's apartment. You can hand over the ID too. He won't need it anymore. Svetlana. We've got to find her, Victor.
Am I under suspicion of anything other than an evening walk?
We know you helped Rumyantseva escape. And I know she was sleeping with your father. I told you, he had no secrets from me. I was helping him.
Where is she?
I didn't like my father. No one did. But his collaborating with the Okhrana seems improbable to me.
A wealthy Pole in the Russian partition who avoided not one, but two serious scandals, a divorce and your incident with Niedzits. Would he have managed on his own? The question is, what did Svetlana know?
And what do the secret police want from her?
That woman was a Gordian knot. I know that she spent years compiling all sorts of compromising material against the Tsar's government. She was a traitor. We were observing her, but she managed to get everything out of her apartment. I need to know if her knowledge could threaten the security of the nation.
As far as I know, all Svetlana's secrets went with her to the bottom of the Vistula.
Should we take him to the Citadel, Chief?
No, Vanya. We'll finish this here. Why did you help Svetlana?
You first. Why did you kill him?
I never liked him. And he shouldn't know so much. Why did you help Svetlana?
It was purely business. Her freedom in exchange for information.
And? Did she tell you what she wanted?
Yes. Quid pro quo, Chief. Where's my father's grimoire?
Look for it in Stanislav's circle of old friends. People who could take advantage of a missing grimoire.
Thaumaturges. Do you know who they are? Where I can find them?
No. But, once you do, don't neglect to inform me. And watch out. They're very dangerous people.
I need to get out of here.
You're finally here. We've been waiting for you.
I'm afraid I was boring your charming sister with my chatter.
Oh, nonsense. I'll leave you two alone.
You look tired. Is everything all right? Do you need my help?
How do you know my address?
People in Warsaw know who the Szulskis are. You're quiet this evening. Did something happen?
I didn't expect a home visit.
I wanted to find out if Svetlana managed to leave safely.
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
I was afraid of this. How did it happen?
I saw a golem.
A golem? From Jewish legends? Is it a salutor?
Yes, and it turned out to be a very real salutor. A material one. I didn't think that was even possible.
And what does it have to do with Svetlana? Did the golem kill her?
You could say that. The golem sank her boat by collapsing the roof over the pier. Svetlana intended to live off of selling other people's secrets.
Secrets can be deadly. Do you want to know what she shared with me?
I'm intrigued.
The question is, can you bear the burden that she also carried?
Can you say which secret of Svetlana's you mean? She had a whole chest full of them.
That wasn't in the chest. And now it's only in my memory.
Will you tell me what this is about?
Not here, no. Get some rest first. At our next meeting, at the Narizhinskis. It's safe there, for now.
Thank you for stopping by.
See you again soon, my friend. One more question. Might this golem cause you any trouble?
I'm sure I'll find out soon.
I think we need to have a word. How do you know people like this, Rasputin?
How long was he here?
He arrived shortly before you did. Unexpectedly, he scared Grażyna. I received him in the salon so that he wouldn't go wandering through the house.
What were you talking about before I interrupted you?
What difference does it make? About... Strange. I don't remember even.
Sometimes he has that effect on people.
What kind of person is he?
He's that miracle worker I was writing to you about. The one who helped me return to my senses.
Not completely, I think. Given that you brought him with you.
He just came to see me. I owe him a lot.
It looks like he knows you better than I do.
Grigori is a good friend of mine. I owe him my life. He can visit me whenever he likes.
With friends like that, looking for enemies sounds like a pointless bother. First Niedzic, now a gloomy hermit. And ladies of the night have started hanging around outside the windows. Are they also friends of yours?
Who are those women?
Whores, Victor. Prostitutes. Women of easy virtue, daughters of Corinth. Courtesans, moths, hookers, floozies. I've been seeing 2 girls around here recently. They stand out on the street and peek into our windows.
Maybe Abaurissa is playing a prank. This can wait. Ligia, I'm really dead on my feet, but there's one more thing we need to have a word about.
I wonder what I don't know yet.
Was there anyone who very openly disliked Father?
More than you?
Touché. Did he know some sort of Thaumaturge who might have been out for revenge, or did he mention a coterie to you at any point? Did he meet up with other Thaumaturges?
As far as close friends, I think you already know that's a dead end. And he never introduced the Thaumaturge to me.
How long have you known your chief?
What does that matter?
So you knew he worked for the Ochrana?
Yes. You'd have found in the end anyway, but he asked me not to tell you right away.
I understand that each of us has various relationships we're tangled up in. But I think we should start talking about them more often.
Agreed. I'll only add that a contact like him is very useful in business.
I'm guessing he knows how to arrange contacts for you. I'm sure he often invites you to all sorts of soirees and receptions, right?
I don't always accept. It seems like we've each got our own miracle worker. I know who he is, and I treat him very cautiously. Plus, we've already established that you don't report to me about your acquaintances. Besides, it was Papa who introduced him to me all those years ago. What's the real reason we're talking about Konieczkin?
Did Konieczkin know our father long?
Ever since you left to live with Mother in Paris. Someone clearly had to clean up after you and Nauritz. Maybe there's no point in dwelling on the past.
I saw him once more, at Port Praga.
What were you doing there?
I was tracing Father's missing grimoire. Someone sent a golem after him, and now that person is trying to find us, too.
Why?
That's what I have to find out. Did you know that someone sent a golem after our family?
A golem? The kind from Jewish legends?
This one was very real. It destroyed half the port while it was trying to kill me.
Port Praga? Are you all right? What were you doing there?
I helped Svetlana. She wanted to flee the country.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do you know what forces you're playing with? You know full well who she is.
Who she was.
Sorry, what?
Svetlana is dead. She was just setting off on a lovely voyage when a golem appeared and... Svetlana is dead.
We're finished. They'll put us both in prison. What will become of us?
What about Uncle Sasha? I handled something for him recently, so I'm sure he'd be eager to help.
It's too risky to arrange this through family. And morally dubious. I'm afraid this is outside his purview.
Don't worry, nothing will happen to us. I'll make sure of it.
How will you do that?
Maybe your devoted secret police chief will reveal something. Perhaps you should ask him. Yes, I know he's from the Ochrana. He's bragged to me about it himself.
Well, maybe your magic monk is up to something, No, I've had enough. Don't say another word. I desperately need to be alone right now. Where are my cigarettes?
It looks familiar, and yet different. Well, well. Is this a dream? I need to get out of here.
Fool.
Father.
Blind fool.
Well, what don't I see? Maybe you could give me an answer this time.
What don't you know?
We've been seeing one another more and more since you died.
Ask me about something you don't know.
Why is the golem pursuing our blood? You've not just put me in danger, but Liga as well. Who did you hurt so much that the golem was aiming to? Hold on. It succeeded, didn't it? That's what killed you. That's what made the building fall on you. Why did you let a rat like Konieczkin into our home? Now he's dogging Liga and me. Were you working for him? Did you start informing on your customers for him?
A fool's theory.
Who inflicted this punishment on you? What for? And how the hell do I lift it?
Everything I've done
was with your children in mind. I've heard it all before. For our good, I know. Thanks a lot. I didn't ask you for anything. Certainly not for someone like Konieczkin to cover for me. I didn't make you get into bed with him. Are you finally going to say something?
You've wasted your time. I left you all the answers. You just have to find them.
Where am I supposed to look for them? In the Black Grimoire, which I nearly got from you? In that case, where is it? Who was it? Your friends? Your coterie that you hid even from your lover? Who are they? What were you planning?
You possess everything I had. I've left you everything you need.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you yet! Teodosia Majewska's bathhouse. Wiktoriusz speaking.
Shulsky, this is Piotr.
I was waiting for your call, Commissioner. Go on.
They released Kajetan in the morning. I thought you'd want to know. I cleared him of all the charges, but he doesn't really care.
How did the fisherman's, I mean, Clara's case end?
They'll hang her. No one will miss her.
I understand.
Look who's up. Sleeping Beauty. Have some coffee. In the morning, Grażynka brews it strong. All the revelations yesterday overwhelmed me a little. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my outburst.
Forgive me for yesterday. Warsaw was getting to me.
Yes, I know the feeling. And I don't want to quarrel with you either. We'd be better off focusing on the obstacles ahead of us. I thought that, given our situation, your suggestion to talk to Konieczkin wasn't so bad after all.
I suspect he'll offer us a deal with the devil.
For now, I'm just thinking out loud. What's next?
Has anything been reported about Port Praga?
I've been keeping an eye out, but nothing yet. But Svetlana's disappearance won't go unnoticed for long. Hyenas like fresh corpses.
I had a dream about Father.
Me too. Right after he died. He was soothing me with my favorite lullaby.
First he insulted me, and then blood poured down his face.
Very funny. Do you see him often in your dreams?
This was only the second time. I hope there will be more. It's been a long time since I was quarantined in the hospital. They're not ordinary dreams. They're very realistic visions. I talk to him, I ask questions, but I can't understand his answers.
Why don't we focus on real life?
I know that you're still sorting through things there, but I really have to visit our store in Mirów.
I'm basically done, and I was planning to go there now after breakfast. Will you join me?
I should look through all of Father's things in the store. Everything he left behind.
All right, let's go.
Not much has changed here.
Just the sign. Or maybe the owner.
That's right. Now it's your kingdom.
I don't think queens dig through columns of numbers, exotic names, addresses, and consignment notes. Or scald customers who don't know the difference between powdered skull and powdered mummy. Have you developed an interest in the family business?
Actually, what is the difference between mummy powder and skull powder?
Skull powder is powder from a skull. You use it to make an extract for apoplexy and bleeding. Thomas Willis, a pioneer of brain research, had a habit of adding it to his hot chocolate. Powdered mummy is an oil. Egyptian mummies are covered in a dark substance that's a mixture of embalming fluids and organic fluids from the body of the deceased. This hardened human resin has to be scraped off the mummy and made into an oil. It helps with wounds, rashes, sore throats, and dizziness.
It sounds like that substance is bitumen. And there are easy ways of getting it than scraping mummies.
That might be. But our customers prefer scraped mummies. Unless you're considering diversifying our selection.
This conversation has convinced me even more that Father left the business in the right hands.
Come into my chamber. I have to take care of the inventory. Try not to make more of a mess than there already is.
What is this?
The photograph, Victor. A marvelous invention. Father was very fond of them.
I meant what Father has on his face. That smile. I'm sure someone he disliked had just died.
Did you want something, or are you here to joke around?
The guy next to Father, that's Hayat, right?
Yes, he's just younger, Victor. That's how photographs work, you know. They stop time and place. I can also see here that they were friends. But a year ago, that ended and they stopped working together.
Yes, you mentioned it recently.
It's a shame Papa never said why.
Could Hayat have wanted our father to die? Could he have sent the golem after him?
I think you'll have to ask him. I heard that he bought out one of the 2 rundown laundries here in Mirov, not too far away. You're welcome.
Thank you. When was this picture taken?
Who knows, a quarter century ago? We must not have even been 5. You two look more and more alike.
Don't scare me. I'm taking another look around.
Is that?
Yes. I'll take a quick look around.
Be careful. On my way. I wanted to talk to you about a certain university.
The store looks better than I remembered. More human.
I've sorted through the remaining junk and I'm keeping the monkey brains, prepared corpses, and potency ointments just in the catalog now, so mothers can come here with their kids.
Do you want to be better than Father?
People look at a businesswoman strangely, so I intend to prove to them that I'm better than businessmen. I'm doing my best.
Has anything strange happened lately? Anything that might have something to do with the golem?
A cup fell from the table and someone stumbled while crossing the doorstep, but I assume those aren't things that can be attributed to a golem.
Most likely common clumsiness. That's good news.
And some plaster fell from the ceiling, but that's probably because something was passing by. Nothing serious. Anything else?
What's this mysterious university?
I'm giving a lecture at the Flying University. It's a very informal educational initiative, not to say secret. And an important one, especially for women who can get an education from us, which they are legally prohibited from doing under the partition. I'd like you to come with me.
What's the lecture about?
The economic aspect of the woman's question. I've gathered some interesting data and managed to get some great sources from France and England. Come on! Those 2 brain cells you still have will appreciate a break from booze and trouble. Come with me.
Of course I will go. I will be honored.
No questions or bargaining? Who are you and what have you done to my brother?
If it's important to you, there's no need to persuade me.
The university is meeting in the antiquarian bookshop across the Green Square. Which brings us to the most important thing. Everyone brings something sweet, so I ordered some donuts from Mrs. Yagoda. The best ones. And the best donut is filled with...
All through our childhood we went to her for pastries. Has anything changed there?
Nothing at all. And Mrs. Yagoda continues reminiscing about you.
No.
Yes, you were the only kid in her career that ate 8 donuts, threw up, and came back for more. So, what about the filling?
With plum.
Now and ever and unto the ages of ages. Amen. Get those donuts, will you?
I'll see what I can do.
Fate has brought us together again, Victor Szulski.
Why do you bother, King of the Tempermancers?
I learned from my mistakes, and now the time has come for me to reclaim the throne and the title that I deserve. Come on, I dare you.
Do you pester other Thaumaturges too?
Of course not. The others are insignificant compared to you. I dare you.
All right.
To me, visitors, to me.
Have you had enough?
Never. There is no shame in losing to a better man. The way tells me to find you again soon.
I will be ready, White Roman.
You will not know the day nor time. That is the creed of temperamancers.
Yes, just not here. My sister will kill me.
Stay well, until fate makes our paths cross again, King of the Temperamancers.
It smells so nice in here. Is that vanilla?
Vanilla, raisins, butter, sugar, and some more butter. You're in heaven. Can I help you?
Mrs. Jagoda, it's me, Victor.
I can't believe my eyes. Little Victor? Oh my, how you've grown and how handsome you've become. Where is that little cherub who would stand in front of the display, staring at pastries?
That gluten is still here. I can't forget your cream pie with cherries. I've been dreaming about it for 15 years.
You see, my lovely, the trick is quite simple. It's just a little butter, about 3 packs of...
Excuse me? I'm waiting for my order here.
No reason to be angry, darling. Just wait a moment. My daughter is taking the fruitcake out of the oven now. It will be hot.
With raisins and orange peel? I'll wait then.
Are you sure you're not a Thaumaturge?
Let that be my sweet secret.
I'd like to collect Ligia Szurska's order.
Of course. Give her my best. And don't hesitate to stop by for a little snack from time to time. Have a nice day. Oi, take the donuts and don't ask awkward questions. Have a nice day.
Let's wait. Let's wait until... So, let's kill some time.
Mr. Szulski, I presume.
What gave me away?
Your resemblance to Ligia. And a book at your waist. That's an interesting way of sewing up the binding. Let me take your coat. The lecture has already started. Follow the corridor.
A change for the better? Surprising in this town. Boarding schools for girls truly are a devilish invention.
Inequality between the sexes is a real problem that keeps society in economic stagnation. No wonder if half of population cannot take up a job or are not adequately remunerated for their work. We want to study, work, make our own choices. We want all of our lives.
Lygia, I'd love to see you on the faculty. You must agree.
There you are. Samuel, Cecilia, I'd like you to meet my brother.
Mr. Szulski? The Victor Szulski? The Thaumaturge?
Yes, madam. It is I.
Oh, I need to talk to you about Thaumaturgy. Lygia has told me a lot about you. I've been interested in it ever since I was a child, although, sadly, I was not blessed with power.
Sadly is not a word I would use.
Mr. Szulski, welcome to the Flying University.
Congratulations, Professor. You did great.
I did? And what did you like the most?
I only got there at the end, but what I heard sounded competent. You know that science is your domain, not mine. Still, it doesn't change the fact I'm very proud of you. The university is an interesting venture. Where did you get the idea?
Out of necessity. The occupiers control all the academies. They don't allow women to study and don't care about the level of education. And the future Poland will need an intellectual elite.
Where does the university's name come from?
For obvious reasons, we don't have a permanent residence. Our academy is constantly flying between the apartments of people willing to host us.
Some also mockingly say we are a childlike and girlish university, as the university was created with women in mind.
But the mockery will soon end because our graduates have already started scientific careers abroad.
Are there any known names among the graduates?
Mrs. Skłodowska-Curie, for instance.
Our Nobel Prize winner. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
I'll take a look around the room.
Mr. Szulski, we must talk. It's important. Please find me later.
Oh, I think you'll find that the catering tables aren't the only place you'll find something sweet.
Give me a break.
Only if you brought some donuts.
I did. I know one should not stand between you and sugar.
You're speaking words of wisdom, brother.
Then I will leave you as well. Mr. Szulski, please meet our students.
I also write term papers for the principal school students. Would you like some work? Excuse me, and you are...
Victor Szulski.
You are Lygia's brother?
It's great that you came to your sister's lecture.
Not all of us have that kind of support.
What do you mean?
My brother. He thinks an educated woman is a disgrace to her family. If he knew I studied, he'd beat me until I was bleeding.
We all take some risk. Well, maybe everyone except Polina.
What do you mean?
She's Russian, and I'm sure she'll bring the police down on us. I don't know why Dickstein trusts her.
Don't waste your breath. Better have an eclair.
You wanted to talk to me?
I've got a whole bunch of questions, and I really hope you can answer them.
Check your enthusiasm, please. You and your dress take all of our oxygen.
Lucrezia, only feeble men are afraid to be inquisitive, and the Thaumaturge cannot be feeble. The power you possess meddles with the very fabric of reality and the most subtle aspect of human psyche. It is...
Overrated at the best and made up at worst.
Maybe I could change your mind about my power if I used it.
Yes!
For example, I could convince you that you are a parrot.
Oh my god.
The bookseller went mad. Help!
Is that your doing?
Now you believe in thaumaturgy?
Mr. Shulsky, please don't mind her. Let's go, they might need you.
This is tragic! I need to yell about it! Thieves!
What is it? Do you need help?
So you're on first-name terms with Samuel, huh? How did that happen?
Everyone's on first-name terms with everyone else here.
Somehow, I haven't noticed him giving any other student that much attention.
Watch it. You're going to get it.
How did you happen to start studying?
I was helping Dad with business, and I was doing fine. So he encouraged me to apply.
It's the least he could do for you. I'll be off now.
This is an outrage!
Calm down. We can sort it out.
You can't tell me what to do. Do not tell me what to do. It is definitely the time to be nervous.
I'm just saying we can look together. It might be a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? It's a theft. You! I bet you did it!
What happened?
The first edition of A Nation Tale is gone. My beloved game exposed to sunshine. Master, crazy fingers!
Oh, what a horrible tragedy.
You can't treat me like that. Nobody leaves this place. Either I get my book back or I'm calling the police.
What do you mean? I can't stay here any longer.
Antoni, do not threaten my students.
They are not students. They're animals.
Mr. Shulsky can find your book.
Yes, I can do that.
Really? And then can you bring eternal misery upon the thief?
Of course. What is it exactly that you want?
I want him to get blotches on the soles of his feet.
Done.
Good heavens.
Mr. Shulsky, please, stop joking. We'd be grateful if you could find the book. Can I help you?
Do you have any suspicions regarding the stolen volume?
I don't believe any of the students could do it. It must be a misunderstanding. I hope you manage to get to the bottom of it.
Tell me about Lygia's studies.
Your sister has an extraordinary mind. She's one of our most gifted graduates, and I hope she will join our teaching staff after this lecture. Her arguments are bold and accurate, untainted by social restraints. Oh, and her charisma.
Indeed, you are impressed.
Is there anything else you want to ask?
Thank you. Goodbye. I was instructed to become acquainted with your lot. Viktor Szulski, nice to meet you.
I don't know if talking to me is the best choice. Polina Nikolaevna Gavrilov.
Seems you're not very popular among your colleagues.
What did I tell you? That I cast spells to make their pants leak and their ties run?
Why don't they like you?
Because I'm Russian, and every Ruski is an enemy, right?
My mother is Russian, so my perspective is different.
I understand the political situation. I was born in Warsaw. I love this city.
Who do you think is behind stealing that book?
I can't believe that it might be one of us. After all, we all love books.
That sounds like the perfect motive.
Indeed. If I were to steal, I would rob antiquarian bookshops. But it wasn't me.
Why did you decide to go to the university?
I don't want to waste my intellect on throwing parties and picking the perfect hat.
And what do you want?
To study law at the Sorbonne. You think it's funny?
No, it's just that my mother wanted me to study law in Paris. But I preferred to travel.
My mother keeps trying to talk me into traveling. Apparently, that's the way to find a husband.
I'll be off now.
You don't understand. I want to leave.
And I want my volume to be in my display case. Maybe you're the one who has it.
I'm not a thief, and I don't have to explain myself.
Why do you want to leave right now?
I told my parents I was going to church. If I'm not back on time, they'll start to look for me, and I'll be in trouble. Please help me.
You can help by searching this young lady.
I know subtler ways. Could you give me a personal item, please? No, she's not the one who stole the book. The trace doesn't match.
How do you know?
There's no trace of the thief on this item. That lady did not steal the book.
I see. I can't open the door, but I can help you with your parents. I know what it's like when your loved ones don't understand your passion for books.
I see. Thank you for your help.
Mr. Szulski, there are guest codes in the wardrobe. I will let you in there if it helps you to catch that degenerate.
That might be helpful.
Then follow me, please. And? Have you found anything?
Maybe, although I still need some information.
Well, what are you waiting for? Fire away!
The large coat belongs to Miss Lucrezia, I presume. The one with the satin lining?
Yeah, no doubt. But I don't know why you're wasting your time on these.
I found a men's coat in the wardrobe, one with embroidered initials and wooden buttons. Do you remember who it belongs to?
With a worn-out collar and elbow patches? That's Valdemar's coat.
You have good memory.
Which you are using in a ridiculous way. Why don't you look for the degenerate?
Thank you. That was very helpful.
I will wait for the results, then.
A grey coat with embroidered initials and wooden buttons. It belongs to you, doesn't it?
Why do you ask?
I think it belongs to the thief.
What? No, I don't wear a coat.
It's September.
I like the cold, and that is not a crime. Leave me alone.
Here, I found your book. And what's this? I hope you will find my little plot amusing. The city must recognize the power of Thaumaturge. Enjoy your show. You have earned it. Cecilia. I should return the volume. The bookseller will finally calm down. And then I will have a talk with the author of this letter. Here is your volume.
You came back to me, safe and sound. Praise the Lord.
I hope it was all just a mistake.
No, it was planned.
That was obvious. How did you find the book?
I found the lockpicks that the thief used to open the display case. They were marked with this trace.
And that is how you determined his identity? What an exceptional display of thaumaturgy.
As impressive as conjuring up ghosts at a seance.
I would like to see you say that to Madame Samira.
Of course you know each other. You both prey on people's gullibility.
Consider this a thaumaturgical display. Before you left the house, you had an argument with your husband. He thinks you are having an affair, while in reality, you sneak out to the university. Do you find that convincing?
How dare you? These are private matters and should not be discussed in public.
You ask for it.
Stop, both of you. Please tell us who took the book from the display case.
The book was in the bedroom, under the bed.
What a captivating display of power. Shame there wasn't a missing sock there too. Now that would be a discovery.
Don't be sarcastic. It's the potential that matters.
What matters is who is responsible for that mess. Please, don't keep us in suspense.
The plot might not be too original, but it was certainly planned.
You might be missing the big picture.
The one responsible for stealing the book is Valdemar. He used his father's lockpicks and hid the book under the bed.
Valdemar? How could you?
What a disappointment.
The boy stole the book at Cecilia's request. She talked him into it.
It's impossible. Valdemar?
It's true, Mr. President. Cecilia said it would be a joke.
Do you understand what kind of situation this puts me in? How this affects our reputation?
I'm sorry, but it was necessary. I had my reasons.
What reasons?
Nobody treats thaumaturgy like a real science. I had to show its potential. Show what you're capable of.
That's enough! That is no excuse. I will talk to you in a minute. Leave us alone.
You know I was right.
I'm sorry you were used like that.
Thank you. Honestly, I don't like being led by the nose.
I understand. Cecilia's methods are disgraceful, but she does have a point. A lecture by a Thaumaturge would enrich our academy. Please, consider it an offer.
I will think about it. hello.
It's you.
How was jail?
A place like any other.
I helped Piolevin find the real murderer. I mean, murderess.
He told me.
How does freedom feel?
Normal. The river giveth and the river taketh away.
I see you're not interested in small talk. So let's pick up where we left off last time. Where are you hiding, my beautiful Kelpie? You rescued him when he wanted to end things, but you took advantage of his condition to feed on his flaw. I think it's time for him to be rid of you. The river giveth and the river taketh away. Why am I doing this? What do I need you for? No, this is not true. Not true, not true, not true. I'm too close. I've dealt with better ones than you. You're mine.
What was that? What happened?
The river giveth and the river taketh away. But never again. The river no longer flows through you.
What? What do you mean?
I rid you of the salutor that was tormenting your mind.
I didn't ask you to. Is this why you were so bent on getting me out of jail?
It was more about justice.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. And now what? Something flipped in my head? What should I do?
Whatever you like. It's all up to you now.
Okay. Now I would like to clean up. I need to air the place because it reeks. Worse than the cell.
Good evening.
I thought there'd be something to look at. Much ado about nothing.
Who are you? Last time, a different housekeeper came to greet me.
How about that? What? Don't you like us?
That remains to be seen. We haven't known one another long enough.
I have all I need to know who I'm dealing with.
This is Maria.
And this is Magdalena. We've all been waiting for you.
Maria and Magdalena. Very interesting. Do you work for the Nadarzyńskis?
Grigori invited us here.
He's waiting for you.
I've come to see Rasputin.
We know.
It looks familiar, and yet different.
At last, the wait is over. Here he is. Sit down, Victor.
What's going on? What sort of little shindig is this?
It's an expression of gratitude.
You've gone to great lengths. Is this for me?
I appreciate my friends. Don't forget that. Now sit down. You'll soon see what I prepared.
I came because my head's hurting again.
Have a seat, please. Support the weak. Be patient towards all men. The moment has finally come. Here too is my loyal friend, Victor Shulsky. It's thanks to him that we are where we are. And we will be in the future, where we intend. My mind has long been flooded with bloody visions. In their scarlet color, the mists of the future are reflected. I see a great star falling to the blood-stained earth, and the force of its impact tears the roof from sacred temples, including the Orthodox Church of Saint Mary Magdalene, here in Praga. The earth swallows up the Iberian Gate. Kazan Cathedral stands underwater, and Notre Dame de Paris is consumed by fire. Our homeland will then be exhausted by an illness that has long eaten away at her. There's a feeble spark of hope for us. It still flickers, though it may soon go out.
No.
The heir to the throne, little Alexei Romanov, is ill.
What's troubling him?
Life is spilling out of him. The devil himself is tearing him apart from the inside, demanding blood.
Poor child.
But let's not be sad. This news is joyful, as a matter of fact. Because now we know where the source of the danger is, and I can help him. I will heal the heir, just as I healed Victor, though he was bereft of hope. Isn't that true, friend?
It's true. If not for Grigori, I wouldn't be among you anymore. I'd have lost my mind. But thanks to his miracles, I'm still here, and I can testify to that.
I've helped you, just as you've helped us all. Thank you, friend.
You can count on me.
Admirable loyalty. Impressive.
You gave us a chance, and as God as my witness, I won't waste it. Healing the Tsarevich means healing something much greater. The future. A future where each of us will receive equality and respect, regardless of who we are. Free from the afflictions of the body and the soul. Living in health and its resulting ecstasy. Finally, in a future in which we can do anything, but don't have to do anything. Offering unhindered freedom. To the Thaumaturge's health.
I'd rather not wake up to sights like that. My head's about to explode.
You didn't want Ligia to see you in such a state.
In that case, it could have been one of my best decisions.
Looking at the events of last night may be the only right one. Time to get up. Get yourself together, and we'll talk later.
Sleep is a waste of time.
There you are, finally.
Listen, I really can't handle this anymore.
Well, I'm not going to refuse you. Her sadness, heartbreakingly cold.
How can we tame her?
Stop fighting her.
What?
There's no need to resist. Go to her. Let me soothe this melancholy. Let it engulf you.
Do you have a moment?
For you?
This place looked different. The Nadarzinskis did too.
Everything is happening according to their will and with their blessing.
All these people, you've gathered a colorful group.
We all come from different environments, from different rungs on the ladder. And that's the most beautiful thing about this. What have you found out about them?
Enough about these people.
I'm at your service, Victor. Ask for what you want.
This whole farce, the thank yous, what's it all for? What intentions do you have towards me?
Intentions that we become friends and help one another, and complement one another. I have skills that you don't, and vice versa. I'm not hiding anything from you, Victor.
I'll leave you alone. I've got business to get back to.
Go in health, friend.
Do you have a moment?
For you?
This place looked different. The Nadarzinskis did too.
Everything is happening according to their will and with their blessing.
Not all of them are as favorable to you as your hosts. Their housekeeper quit.
Well, Jesus had opponents too.
And look how it worked out for him. You're aiming high.
The highest. Anything else you want to share?
All these people, you've gathered a colorful group.
We all come from different environments, from different rungs on the ladder. And that's the most beautiful thing about this. What have you found out about them?
Aniela is unknowable, and Lucian is unhappy about the changes taking place in her.
Aniela has completely given up her lust for my sake. She'd rather just pray and pray. I respect that greatly, but I must share my time with others. Do you think that Lucian is jealous about the time his wife devotes to me?
It's possible.
Don't worry about it. Keep talking and asking.
Maria is calculated. She stays close because in you she sees a chance for a better life.
And what's wrong with that? I respect that. I don't demand that you all gaze upon me like a sacred icon. But loyalty? There are all sorts of ways a person can win that for themselves. Anything else?
Enough about these people. I'll leave you.
Go in health, friend.
Do you have a...
For you?
This place looked...
Everything.
People believe in you. Yesterday, I felt as though I was part of some kind of cult.
People are everything, Victor. And we are almost like a family. Better, because we're joined by choice, not by blood. We're harbingers of the change that will soon take place. I'm only a guide lighting our way. If there's something still on your mind, speak up.
Not all of them are as favorable.
Well,
and
the highest.
All these people.
We all... What have you...
How did you manage to convince a Tsarist officer to come to you?
He came of his own accord, like all of you. Lazarev has great potential. He's exceptionally eager. He senses that his country is sick, and he'd like to solve the problem. Is there more you need to know?
Magdalena still hasn't rid herself of her youthful naivete. I think she's honestly fallen in love with you.
Are you surprised she has? Many a love has had such a beginning. She's a good girl. Let's not hold that against her.
Enough about these people.
I'm at...
I'll leave you alone.
Go in health, friend.
there we have it. Aren't your legs getting sore? Stupid question. Let's wait until... So, let's kill some time. The things people come up with. Well, well. Nothing can be kept secret from me. Let me rest. Let's wait and... So, let...
Please sit down and smile at me. We're dear friends after all.
I don't quite follow. I believe we haven't met yet.
You really don't know who I am? You're so innocent. Take a look at me. Preferably my eyes.
Yes, I've seen you in a poster for... an operetta?
Olena Dąb-Zakrzewska. Nice to meet you.
Wiktor Miłożąb-Szulski.
Well, well. How do you find Rumiancewa Suarez?
Olena, my beauty. Someone would like to meet you. Please, let's go.
I already have company. Go away.
This isn't the theater, honey. No need to make a scene. Move it.
The lady said she didn't want to. Is it a problem?
2. An unreliable, wealthy bitch and a fool trying to be a hero.
Bore.
Get lost, unless you want to solve it another way.
I'll make it clear for you.
Thank you for standing up for me. Not everyone would dare to do that. I hope they didn't hurt you too much.
Why did he pursue you like that? Does it happen often?
Fame doesn't just come with splendor and acclaim. It also comes with unwanted attention. Some people think I belong to them because the entire town can watch me.
Goodbye.
Or perhaps see you later, dear Mr. Shulsky.
Hello, sweet secret. Am I a magician or what? Secrets? Not on my watch. What? Let's wait. So, let's kill some... Secrets? Not on my watch. Let's kill some time. Mr. Shulsky, come in. I've got some fresh ideas for you.
Promising. But you can't keep wearing the same attire. Please, come back to... Meanwhile...
I won't bother you.
All right.
That's him. The one with the book. You oozing carbuncle. You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet? So you're sticking your nose in on people here?
You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
Mirov don't kid around with them.
And who am I supposedly bothering?
And you've wasted the chance to keep your mouth shut. We'll cure this posh boy of his nosiness, you can bet.
You're talking nonsense!
But did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day. They were only just writing about Povishle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake?
I hope those guys outside are your relatives. Otherwise, you're paying too much for your protection. Are you scared of something?
I'm not easily frightened. I have the time spent working with your father to thank for that. You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning, Mr. Shulsky.
I was interested in this giant you mentioned to the fishmonger.
I can't help you. Rabbis are the ones who deal with golems.
I didn't say anything about a golem.
I'm afraid I can't help you. And now, if you'd like...
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
That's awful. How did it happen?
I'm glad you're asking. A remarkable death, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father as well.
Why did you quit working for my father?
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
You're not...
I don't have to
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the...
Farewell. Is there something else you need?
Let's talk about your relationship with my father. A tense relationship.
Mr. Shulsky, I'll say it one more time. Stanisław and I didn't quarrel.
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Shulsky. Especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove. Especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems, if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
I'm leaving now, but...
Farewell.
Secrets? Not on my watch. Am I a magician or what?
Mr. Szulski, come in.
I've got some fresh ideas for you.
Promising. But you can't keep wearing the same attire. Meanwhile...
I won't bother you.
Oh.
I haven't seen you here before, young man. You look exhausted. What brings you here?
I like religious buildings. There's something healing about them.
Why do you think that is?
There's something in particular about the smell of the incense. I've always liked it.
Me too. Don't tell anyone, but that's one of the reasons I became a priest. I sense you have doubts, questions, so ask.
What is the church's position on Thaumaturge?
That's a fairly difficult subject. There is hope for all, even for those who live in great sin.
So, in your opinion, Father, being a Thaumaturge is a sin?
It's not up to me to say what's a sin and what isn't, but there's hope for everyone, young man.
You're an exorcist, aren't you? I've heard you regularly drive Satan out of people here.
Yes, it's true.
Does it often work?
If the flame of doubting Thomas flickers inside you, you can soon witness the miracle of exorcism with your own eyes. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you really believe that nonsense, Father? That demons dwell inside people? Is that calculation or habit?
I think we aren't so different from one another. I don't question the existence of your demons, Thaumaturge.
I had to ask.
Is there still something troubling you?
You get some peculiar guests here, Father.
There is room in God's house for everyone.
It's no secret that Tsarina Alexandra is particularly God-fearing. Do you know her well?
As well as a confessor can.
So, quite well.
If you're looking for gossip about her Imperial Majesty, you've come to the wrong place. There are plenty of people at Rozhitsky Bazaar eager for such chit-chat. Unless I can help you with something else.
Do you know Grigory Rasputin, Father? He also visited this place not long ago.
Rasputin. I haven't seen him here, but yes, I know him, and I remember him well. It's impossible to forget someone like that.
How do you know one another?
From back in Petersburg, he was looking for protection, posing as a great preacher, but I was suspicious of him. He was nothing more than an ordinary charlatan. Just talking about that man sullies the palate with sin. Why do you ask about him?
No reason.
I feel as though this is not an accidental meeting.
I'll be off. I'm sure you have more urgent matters to attend to, Father.
I'll be here if you want to talk. And remember, darkness does not exist without light. If your demons are real, then so is God who cursed them.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
And the teacher said, Victor, is the rat here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Laugh all you want, but I really can't see it. I can't help it.
Victor, promise me that the whispers of these salutors of yours won't turn you into a cynic like your father.
I promise, Mother. I'd rather not change at all, much less into Father. You'll see! My Uber will order you to eat your own brain! I'm telling Mom, all you Thaumaturges are crazy.
I've been carrying it with me for half a lifetime. I remember there was someone else here. He wasn't happy. He thought I wasn't ready yet. Yes, maybe he was right. Nothing can be kept secret from me. That wasn't too hard. Can you feel him? He moves with the bustle of the market and the rustle of sand grains around the stalls. It feels like the sun is standing at its zenith and burning mercilessly. It's a visitor from a harsh desert land. A djinn. I felt something. Where is it? The things people come up with. Hello.
Would you like to buy some flowers? They'll steal your heart.
Have you perhaps noticed any unprecedented phenomena happening here?
Here? Mister, there's 1,001 of those happening every day. How about a flower?
Maybe some other time.
As you wish, sir.
Good day.
And it can be even better. I'll quickly find whatever it is you need, sir.
Well, I have heard that he has a reputation.
What are your wishes?
I should just tell you what I wish for?
Don't be bashful. We're all friends here.
Just name it, and I'll handle the rest.
I want to be an unequaled master of thaumaturgy.
Mister, that's a wish you can grant on your own. 10,000 hours of solid practice, and you can be a master of anything you want. Next time, make your wishes a little more material for me.
You grant wishes like a djinn?
Djinn? Mister, I grant any number of wishes, not some measly 3 or so. I've got djinns eating out of my hand.
And you can grant any wish?
Yeah, I heard he brought a real Persian cat from Altsova. Now that's something.
You know it. I have yet to have a customer come back dissatisfied.
I was just browsing.
Do come back now. Wishes won't grant themselves. Did you think of any new wishes?
But I know that you failed to fulfill one task, one wish, for a very important client.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, that was a simple misunderstanding. Nothing to talk about, right?
Will it dawn on you when I mention cigars? Rolled on the thighs of Cuban girls?
No, it will not dawn on me.
Despite their uniqueness, these small pieces of handicraft from an exotic land have failed to impress.
That's enough.
So you brought others even more magnificent, resting in elegant cedar boxes, but they too were rejected.
Well, I'll be. Picky, aren't we?
The manager of this establishment, the shitty vizier, who else? What does he want? His caprices cost me a fortune, and still, there's no pleasing him. I'm finished. Are you pleased with yourself?
I'm sorry, that's not...
That's not what you wished for? And what of it? Get lost, both of you, get! The wishing stall is closed.
Look what you did. When Maltsova hears about this...
Have you made up your mind, sir?
I'll have one.
It will be perfect for a buttonhole.
A desert daisy. It survives even in the harshest conditions.
I didn't think you were such an expert on flowers.
Rather on people. I can't help but feel that we've already met.
Surely you're confusing me with someone else, sir.
I know what I'm talking about. You left an identical flower on one of the stalls, and you were very happy about it. You got a beautiful porcelain plate in return. And earlier, you were looking at gold watches. Fearing the seller becoming suspicious, you gave up on one of them. Shall I go on?
Thaumaturge. I've heard a little something about you and your tricks. Want me to show you real magic? Help! Thief! Help!
Stop.
What are you up to, pickpocket? Stealing from flower girls? You scoundrel.
You don't like breathing through a straight nose.
Gentlemen, I didn't do anything this manipulator is accusing me of.
Everyone says that. Well, maybe not quite this way, but...
And people lose their belongings. What about him, Yahim?
After all, you're not angry with me. I'm not the one who isn't paying you. Your anger has a different source. Go to the source.
Yahim, the truth is cruel. Unfortunately, the pickpocket is right. What's the use of tormenting some small fry when you know who this is about?
Well, I wanted to tell you a long time ago, only I was afraid that...
Yahim, lad, I would never. Come on. We'll settle things with that scum in his office. As for you, you know what'll happen if you come here again, right? You understand?
I'm already gone. Interesting. My thief was definitely here. Or could the djinn be deceiving me? The heat again. What tricks are these?
Welcome to the watering hole, wanderer. Show the proper respect.
Who are you?
They call me Ali, and this is my well. Did you draw from it?
I wish. It's unbearably hot.
I'll let you, if you tell me what you're doing here.
I was looking for someone here, but I didn't find them.
At the zenith, in the desert, it's not hard to lose your way.
Are you trying to lead me astray like a djinn?
I meet desert spirits sometimes, but I don't walk in their paths. No mortal should. I'm just Ali.
I'm following the trail of a particular thief, but so far she has eluded me. I know she passed this way.
It sounds like she's one of the jinns.
You weren't far off. Have you seen her?
I've not only seen her, I also know her. I'll tell you where to look for her if you defeat me and my warriors.
Fine. I'll handle the heat somehow.
Fine. Only the bold find their way to the spring and can drink from it. To me, desert warriors! Victory is yours. Only a bold man could have accomplished this. Go south and find washerwomen working. Your thief lives among them. Your oasis is within reach.
I'm talking to you, man.
What?
I asked why you're staring at this pump.
Did you see a man near the watering hole?
Near the pump, someone's always loitering around there. What's strange about it?
Do you know Ali?
Because there's not enough Alis here in the Jewish quarters. I know at least 5. No offense, but you look and sound like someone who's lost his marbles. You'd better go now. Be on your way.